is the best time to visit Universal.
Better than HHN?
If you're watching this right now, you're at home or in your car, or maybe you're at work. Don't worry, we won't tell your boss, but you're thinking about your next trip to Universal and debating, when are you gonna go?
But if you're not planning to visit Universal this spring, boy oh boy, you are missing out.
Big time. Universal Orlando Resort has over 21 million visitors annually, which equals about 57,500 people per day.
That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people, and that number is only going to go up when Epic Universe arrives on May 22nd, 2025.
But if you want to beat some of those crowds and enjoy some of the unique offerings that Universal Orlando has, you need to go during the spring.
So without further ado, let's go over our 5 reasons why it's worth visiting Universal in the springtime.
The first reason that we think you should visit Universal Orlando during the springtime is the weather. Picture this. Absolute beautiful skies.
Blue as all can be.
Number 2, you're not walking through soup like you are in June and later in the summer.
A lot less butt sweat for everyone.
And number 3, those pesky hurricanes that people had to deal with during Halloween Horror Nights, those are a thing of the past.
Get out of here, Milton, it's springtime.
The weather during spring is absolutely gorgeous in the Central Florida area. It'll be nice and warm. You might deal with some cooler mornings and some cooler evenings, but that blue sky and that temperature is hard to beat in that early springtime.
Now, take the tip from us. We still recommend to check the weather forecast and possibly pack a poncho if you are traveling from afar. But nonetheless, it is regularly pretty darn nice in the springtime as far as weather goes in Central Florida.
Also, you might need some sweatpants, but just be prepared.
Check that forecast. The second reason we think you need to visit Universal in spring is because you get a break from the crowds. Now, I know I just listed off 50,000 plus people come per day, and do you like crowds?
Nope, sure don't.
Didn't think so. Nobody does. During the springtime, the crowds tend to be a bit lighter. People have already taken their winter break, people are planning for summer break, and if you can avoid it, you don't have to go during spring break. So if you can fit it in, go during those down seasons when everybody else is busy at school and work and not vacationing.
I was gonna say, they have a specific break in school called spring break.
Understandable, sometimes you can't avoid it and you do have to plan to go during spring break. If that's the case for you, it's still gonna be a good time. Embrace it, enjoy it, and still you're at Universal, so you're not gonna be mad.
Just plan for those crowds, and what's the old saying? If you can't beat them, join them. Number 3 is probably my favorite part of the early springtime.
It's Mardi Gras, baby.
Mardi Gras, baby.
Give me some beads. If you're like me, you love the Mardi Gras season.
Love it.
Love it. The parade is fantastic. The food is delicious. There are tons of fun drinks and opportunities to enjoy unique bites all around the park. And who doesn't love a good concert?
Or a tribute store.
Ooh, good point, good point. Mardi Gras is a fun season, and it is completely different than Grinchmas or HHN, or let's just be real, summer. Mardi Gras is a party in itself.
Our favorite part about Mardi Gras is gotta be the parade.
Yes.
The parade is something to behold. It's a party down the main streets of Universal Studios. It's a great way to enjoy some bead throwing Mardi Gras fun.
Now, the parades at Universal throughout the year are wonderful, but the Mardi Gras parade's the best.
This one holds a special place for us.
If you want to feel like you are at a party all the time, the Mardi Gras parade is where it's at. Now, Mardi Gras this year takes place from February 1st through March 30th, so it's a little bit shorter season than what we've seen in years past, but it is worth the trip in itself.
If you're considering trying to throw beads from one of the floats, consider a ride and dine experience, or if you want to wait and do the virtual queue, or however they're reserving spots this year for Universal Orlando, just be prepared to be in the back of the park towards animal actors to reserve your spot on the floats. Now, this might sound controversial, but that springtime is a wonderful time for a dip.
Queso dip?
Volcano Bay water dip.
Oh, so like taking a dip in the water. You think that's one of the reasons to go during the spring?
Wonderful.
I will agree that the water rides are now through their annual winter refurb. So Popeyes and Bluto's is available, as well as Ripsaw Falls, to ride, and probably going to be a pretty quick wait, or lack thereof, to get on those rides if you want to walk around the parks and be soggy for the day. However, it is a nice time to go and enjoy Volcano Bay. There aren't as many people there, and Volcano Bay heats their water.
Some of our favorite times at Volcano Bay have been in the early springtime. The crowds, like we said, are exceptionally low. That water is nice and warm, and so you can enjoy some lazy river, fearless river, or some body plunge action just by yourself. There's
nothing like doing EPA at Volcano Bay in the spring in chain riding, the aqua coaster, back to back to back. And we didn't have to get off. Now, that's not always a guarantee, but if the opportunity is there, I'd say take it.
That's just something you're not going to be able to experience in the heat of the summer.
No, not at all. In fact, I wouldn't even expect to ride the aqua coaster once without having to get off.
3 hours.
Wait another, 3 hours to go ahead and beep on in.
But that brings us to our final point.
The fifth reason that springtime's the best time to visit is you wait less and you ride more.
Those crowds during the early spring, like we've already sort of alluded to, are going to be exceptionally low, whether it's Volcano Bay, whether it's Universal Studios, whether it's Islands of Adventure. And because those crowds are low, you get to enjoy the parks more.
Pro tip, if you can plan your vacation in the springtime during a weekday, oh, you're going to get so much bang for your buck. Those rides are going to be minimal waits, and you can just jump on each of them and go and enjoy your time.
Pro tip, if you're trying to visit during that spring break time and you don't really want to wait in line, express passes are going to be expensive. So consider staying at Hard Rock Royal Pacific or Portofino Bay. Sometimes those express pass per person do come down quite a bit if you're staying at one of the select signature tier hotels.
Or if you don't want to pay extra for an express pass, you could just stay on site and enjoy EPA and get a lot of things done in the first hour of your day. Ben, what are you looking forward to most when we go back to Universal this spring?
I think Mardi Gras is still our favorite parade and our favorite time to just kind of hang out and support the performers, enjoy the parade, and enjoy some good old beignets.
I was gonna say, if you don't mention shaking up the beignets, you're wrong. And we have to do all of this over again, because that is second to the parade. The parade is even better than the beignets. You heard it first. They're great.
What are you looking forward to during the springtime adventures?
I think it's just gonna be a great time enjoying the ambiance of the parks, as well as the weather that we get to experience. Because you get to wear a nice light jacket, and then you're walking around enjoying the blue sky and the sun, and then it cools off again in the evening. You throw that jacket back on and you have a great time enjoying the Mardi Gras parade. Have you mentioned that we like the Mardi Gras parade?
Mardi Gras parade, go to it. Multiple times. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. We look forward to seeing you at Mardi Gras or at Universal during the springtime.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.